And then let's go back to this screen. Uh-oh. Enter full screen mode. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, no, no. Can you just check and see if we're live?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hang on. If you guys can see us and we're live, we're just getting set up here. Are as usual getting set up with live. We're just
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, cool. Let me know if there's like any feedback or anything. I'm gonna try to get this whole. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly pull it up on my phone here, just so I can see as well. But if you guys are jumping on, say hey, say hola. Let us know where you're tuning in from. To make sure on my end I can see. Oh, that looks good. Okay, cool.
Let us know what you're excited about. Let us know who's pumped to make 30K in 30 days.
And that there's no feedback. Yay! This is probably the smoothest live we've done via Zoom in a very, very long time, which is amazing. I'm just gonna move this one thing out of the way. We're gonna get going here in just a minute. If you are on our team and you have anyone that has RSVP'd for this live event, make sure to tag them in so that they know we are live right now inside the Facebook group. Give you guys a little heads up. I have a bit of a cold, so I might be coughing a little bit here and there. I'm gonna try not to, but it's impossible also not to. So I'm gonna do my best here, but we're gonna get things rolling here in just a second. We'll just see who's on here. Hey, Eric. Hey, Bailey, Shauna, Chris, Mike, Tim, Brian, Jill, Doug, Aaron. Oh, we got lots of people on here. Amazing. Hola. Oh, my husband's on here upstairs. Just so you know, Chris, we're locked in the office. I don't know what happened to the door. Charlie just climbed through the window. So later on, you're gonna have to help us get out of this room. Oh, and I have my daughter here. If you guys are on, please give up my daughter Charlie hello. She has been my little assistant helping me get this live coming to you guys on time because we were really pressed for time tonight. So give her a big hello, a welcome. She's never been to one of these lives before, but she's gonna stick around for it, for the fact that for one, we're stuck in the office, and two, she loves this business and what it has done for our family so much that we get to spend every day together doing fun stuff, which is so exciting. You want to say anything, Charlie, before we get rolling? No, one day soon. Okay, so we're gonna get right into this here. So before we go right into the 30K in 30 days here, we're just gonna take a moment just to introduce ourselves for anybody brand new inside the community that has no idea who we are. Steve, do you want to start so I can just take a quick sip of tea?
Yeah, absolutely. So welcome everyone. I'm Steve Preston. I'm up in Alberta, Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I was a construction worker for 20 plus years, and now I'm an online business owner. That's my story in very, very short. So excited to be here and excited to show you guys exactly what we got going on here tonight.
That is so awesome. Thanks, Steve, for sharing a bit about yourself. Steve joined us, was it 2 years ago?
Three
Feels
years
like
ago.
3?
Yeah, three.
Oh, geez. I was gonna say feels like a lot longer. Steve has been such an incredible part of our community and really has helped grow this community to what it is today. So I'm forever grateful for you, and I love when we get to do these live events together, which is one of the fun parts. One of the really fun parts of this business is being able to share how incredible this opportunity is with incredible people. I'm Andrea Chalmers. I am, if you guys let me know if it cut out here. Mine just froze, but I'm guessing it's just me. Hopefully not
Yeah, you're
everywhere.
good. You're good.
Is it good? Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna not look at my phone. If anything goes wrong, please let me know. But mine's cutting out. So my name's Andrea Chalmers. I am a mom of two, a wife, originally from British Columbia, Canada. We raised our kiddos up in the beautiful Okanagan and British Columbia. 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, we moved our family to sunny Cabo San Lucas, where we still live today with our kids. We homeschool. We love beaches. We love the sunshine. We love soccer. We love everything to do with getting outside and having a lot of fun and just enjoying life. This business has allowed us to live this type of lifestyle. And if this is the type of lifestyle you want to live, or you just want to get away from your job or just earn an extra stream of income, really whatever it is, this business is that solution for you and so many others. So let's dive right into it. You guys are here for 30K in 30 days. Who's excited about that? What would like 30K do for you in the next 30 days? An extra 30K. Like for most people, that is life-changing money. And that's just proof of really like what the rest of your life can look like, because there's a lot of people making 30K plus in this business. And you're going to see why here in a couple minutes. So let's just quickly dive into like really like what does 30K really even look like for the average person? Like how do we even make that kind of money? Like, so let's ask yourself, is the way that you're currently creating an income getting you ahead or getting you further behind? And let's take a second here. I'm gonna have to keep drinking my Enagic tea here.
That's a very, very good, powerful question. Okay.
It's a really good question, because honestly, this was a question I think every single person on our team has had to ask themselves realistically. What you're doing today, is it getting you to where you want to be? Is it allowing you to do the things you want to do? I can guess that 100% of you that are here tonight looking at this opportunity would say no, otherwise you would not be here, right? Jobs can be very, very much restricting and really put a damper on the dreams that we have for ourselves, because we spend a good chunk of our lives trading our time for money. So really the easiest way to get out of that being stuck in the rat race kind of cycle is, if you guys take a look here at the cash flow quadrant, if you've ever picked up a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, like honestly, that book changed my life. I recommend it to everybody. And for the fact that, oh, we got the book right here.
Yeah.
Thanks for my little helper. The book's everywhere. It's always around us. Good job. That book really opened my eyes to realizing I couldn't afford to be an employee for the rest of my life. I couldn't afford to trade my life away, the moments with my family, my future family, and really be able to live the life that we live. Like my daughter's here right now. She knows no different than having a mom and dad around all the time and doing fun things and really just like experiencing life together. And that was something for a very long time I thought was never going to be possible, because I had a job that was just the way it is. You have your kids, you put them in daycare, you put them in school, and you go to work until you retire. And by that time, your kids are old and they have their own lives, and time has passed you by. So you know, there's a lot of people that love that route in life. So we're not trying to bash that route, the 9 to 5 route, that it's for some, but if you're here today and you want more, it's probably not for you. You have a calling for something more. So a lot of other people, and I think Steve, you were self-employed, right?
Yeah, I started off as an employee, then I was self-employed for many years, over 20 years.
So that's the next route that most people take, is kind of owning your own worth, owning your own kind of your own time. But the problem with that, and the same with my husband, was you are the only one really to rely on. You don't get the vacation pay. You don't get all these extra perks as being an employee. Yes, you kind of get to work your own schedule and stuff, but your schedule is usually a lot longer than being an employee. At least you can check in for 8 hours at a job. When you're self-employed, your days may look like 12, 13, 14 hours a day. A huge disadvantage too for self-employed people is they pay higher taxes, which isn't always the funnest thing to do. Who likes to pay taxes? I don't. So when you look at the left side here, this is where most people fall into. And this is like where a lot of people kind of get really trapped in that cycle. And the easiest transition really is to become a business owner. And what we're going to show you guys today is a business that really you can step into immediately and start getting results. And really crazy life-changing results. And that's the really cool thing. Like there's a lot of opportunities out there, especially in the online space, but there's nothing that compares to the compensation plan you guys are going to see today, the resources that we have to build this business, and really the community that we have to support you along the way. So when we look at business owners, we go from leveraging trading our time for money to being able to leverage other people's efforts for money, leverage other people's efforts, leverage AI, leverage automation, leverage all of these types of resources to make money. So when you're an employee, you only have 24 hours in a day, and you're not going to work those 24 hours, right? That would be crazy. You need to sleep, you need to spend time with your family. You only have so much time to be able to trade. But when you're a business owner, you can run systems that we're going to show you a little bit about in a couple slides coming up that run 24/7 for you, that would put in more work than you could ever put in. And this is really where you can start creating that passive and legacy income when you have these types of systems going for you all the time in the background. And that's what allows you to live a really cool life with your family, with your loved ones, and doing all of those kind of fun things. Anything you want to touch on here?
Well, just one thing that always comes to my mind as a business owner is I would always have, now that I've, now that I realize this, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own effort, because, well, if you don't show up or you get sick or anything comes up, well, that 100% effort goes out the window, right? So that's just something that's so powerful that sticks with me, is like, when you bring value to people and you can, tap into that and take 1% of everyone's efforts, it's incredible what you can create, right?
Absolutely. It's a different way of looking at how we earn an income, but it's so powerful. And one of the really incredible things about being a business owner, particularly in this business, sorry, is the tax benefits, the tax breaks, as you can see there. We have so many strategies with what we do with this business to really offset a lot of the earnings that we make. And we teach people one of the most powerful things in the world is being able to put your money back into your pocket. So let's just take a look at like the average person. What would it take for you to earn 30K? Okay, so we'll just use an average number of, say you make $30 an hour. And if you're comfortable, drop in the comments, how much do you make an hour? We're not gonna do all the math here. We're not here to do that, but just to give us an idea what an average is. What do you make an hour? So if you're earning $30 an hour, you're making about $4,800 a month, right? So $4,800 a month, at working, you would have to work 6 months or 1,000 hours just to earn that $30,000. Okay, but this is like the craziest part, like 6 months to earn 30K, or we're looking at, well, we'll get into the numbers of what this business kind of looks like to earn 30K. 6 months of your time. And here's the real kickers, that's before taxes, right? You're working about 2 of those months straight to pay taxes. So that 30K isn't really 30K at all. It's more like $20,000, maybe 22, that you're earning 6 months. 6 months away from your family, away from the things that you love, away from really just living life on your own terms. But here's the thing, to save that $30,000 is unrealistic. We all have expenses. We all have all these other things going on. That's why we have jobs, is to pay all our bills. And that's why most people live paycheck to paycheck. They live just within their means to get by every single 2 weeks. So, and the reality is you're not going to save $30,000 in 6 months if you're earning $30 an hour. If you're lucky, you could put away maybe $500 a month, and it would take you about 5 years to save $30,000. Like in the comments, I see my phone here. I let my daughter check it. How many of you can put $500 away right now? How many people are in a position where they can easily put $500 away and wait 5 years to reach that $30,000 mark? Okay, that's a long time. A lot of life happens. My daughter, who's right here, she's 7. That would have been most of her life, had passed me by trying to save up $30,000. Okay, and we're going to show you guys how you can do this in 1 month. It's taking a quantum leap in your life to massively change it. So It's time to dream bigger with a real solution that gets you to where you want to be fast. Okay. So really the core of our business, now there's many ways of building our business. If you've been inside of this group for any period of time, you know our high ticket offer, which we're going to dive into here in a couple of minutes. But our way of really automating a lot of our business, especially if you have kids and families and want to travel and do all these kinds of things, we leverage personal branding and lifestyle marketing. Okay, so it's 2025. Social media is your resume to the world. You can build a brand around your everyday life and your passions. Create content leveraging AI to attract like-minded people. Create ads to reach and target people that are in your niche, and tax benefits, write-offs for your lifestyle. So what does all of that kind of mean? Well, we'll dive into more of that in just a minute. So one of the biggest things here that I think a lot of people are really attracted to is the AI and the automation. The how can we put the work in once and get paid over and over and over again? We all have a phone. We all have a phone. We all have, if you're on here right now, you're watching it on some sort of device that has access to millions of people all around the world. You have access to resources that you can't even think that are even possible. You can have opportunities to, with your phone, to make so much money and make so much impact in the world without ever having to go to a job. This is what really appeals to a lot of people. Okay, so let's talk more about this automation, because a lot of people are like, well, what does that even mean? Well, let's just give you one example, okay? When we talk about making ads, leveraging the power of automation, it's as simple as make an ad. You invite somebody to a web class, you make a sale, you get paid. And if you think that sounds too good to be true, look at all the people inside of our community. Look at all the people that have joined the global freedom movement. Majority of them have come through something this simple. And this is what we teach you guys how to do in our training. Okay, so we're not going to dive super deep into what this automation looks like, because that's lengthy. But no, people are buying every single day. People are looking for online opportunities. It's a matter of getting your content, your ad in front of the right people. And we teach you guys how to do that. And one of the most exciting things about running ads, and because even if you feel a little bit reluctant, one of the most amazing things about running ads is being able to leverage the power of tax shielding. When we run social media ads, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a dad working in construction, we all strive to go on a vacation once or twice a year. We all strive to go and do fun things. When you have a business that's based around lifestyle marketing, your lifestyle is your business. When you run an ad, say you go on a vacation, say you go to Cabo San Lucas, say you go to Disneyland, wherever, go on a trip to Europe, and you create any sort of content while you're there and you run it as an ad, that becomes an advertising, that becomes 100% tax write-off. That becomes what you are doing already. Steve, how many times in a year did you go on vacation when you were working a job?
Not very many.
Not very many, but how big of an impact would that have made? Because I know you made decent money when you were working a job. To be able to go on that vacation, knowing full well all expenses would be a tax write-off.
Yeah, that's huge, because you know what, I did make decent money, but it was still stressful, right? Because it was a big expense, and knowing you're coming back to, spending all that money and then having to re-earn it, or a lot of times you put it on credit cards and then you got to pay off the credit cards. So yeah, massive. When you have that leverage, it makes all the difference in the world when you can, like you said, do the fun things, enjoy life, and have it as a tax benefit, right? It's amazing.
It's really, yeah, for me, it was, like I said, that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, opened my eyes. Finding a really powerful accountant, Rob Stone in Canada, that works direct with our community, has been incredible as well, to really just educate us as a community, as business owners, on really what we're entitled to and what we should really be pursuing, is putting as much money of our hard-earned cash back into our pocket. And that's one of the really exciting things to teach people, because like we just showed you guys, It takes 6 months. If you're making $30 an hour, it takes you 6 months to earn $30,000. And about 2 months, about 10 grand of that is going to taxes. How would that feel for you to be like, no, actually, I'm going to go on a vacation, which is
Yeah.
going to offset my earnings, which is then in turn going to give me a lot more money back on my tax return, which is really amazing. So, on a side note of that, ads are what automate the bulk of our business and what bring in people that are actually looking for an opportunity like this. How you create your ads strategically are what allow you to create tax shielding and protect you from having to pay way more than you should in taxes. So let's start diving into really what this business looks like. Okay, so your path to freedom starts here. Um, you can create yourself starting today. You do not need to leave your job. I know a lot of people think, I'm looking at this opportunity, but I can't just dive into this and hope that I make the $30,000. You do not need to leave your job. You continue working your job until you have had enough months to continuously replace your income. Okay. This is what's setting you up for that future, early retirement, whatever you want to do, having that extra stream of income to protect you. So you can create an income that runs 24/7 so you can really focus on living. Work from anywhere in the world, join an exclusive community of entrepreneurs living life on their own terms, and leverage proven tools and strategies like automation and AI to fast track your success. So honestly, you guys are probably thinking like, this sounds pretty cool. So really, the way that we do this is it all starts with a simple decision to improve your health and lifestyle in one go, and it's as easy as changing your water. I'm gonna let Steve take over. I'm gonna mute myself so I can cough for a minute.
Sounds good. Awesome job. So I was never educated on water, and I personally thought water was water. I drank Fiji water because it was one of the more expensive waters and it had to be good, right? So I definitely was not educated on water before I started this adventure. So your body is actually made up of 70% water. I don't know if everybody knows that, but our bodies are 70% water, which means that that's 70% of the health puzzle. So if you're trying to figure out the health puzzle, trying to run at optimal health, if you're going to the gym, you're eating well, you're taking supplements, you're doing all the things, but you're not putting the right water into your body, you're never going to figure out that health puzzle. I finally figured that out. And I'm talking about healthy water. I'm not talking about just any water. It's healthy water. So if you want to figure out that health puzzle and have your body run at the highest level, then healthy water means everything. Your body, like I said, your body is 70% water. Four types of water we're going to talk about. First is your bottled water. Um, Bottled water is not great. There's many contaminants, including bacteria, fertilizer, Tylenols, industrial chemicals, all sorts of different contaminants in our bottled waters. And then it's the microplastics, over 240,000 microplastics found per liter of bottled water. So bottled water is definitely creating a disservice on our bodies. And then there's tap water, over 160,000 unregulated contaminants in our tap water. That's scary, scary stuff. Unregulated. And most of these are linked to cancer, brain and nervous system problems, growth problems, and fertility problems, hormone problems, all sorts of different things. Next is our reverse osmosis. I was a home builder. The first thing we would put into people's homes is reverse osmosis. And most people I speak to, they're like, oh yeah, I've got reverse osmosis. It's clean drinking water. Amazing. Clean drinking water is one thing, but just because our water is clean, it doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. The thing with reverse osmosis, it pulls out all the minerals out of the water, good and bad. It can't decipher what is good and what is bad. So now the problem is we drink that water and it actually robs minerals, essential minerals that we need in our body. It robs it from our organs, our muscles, and it creates problems for our bodies. Next is the bottled alkaline water. So no different than bottled water, but it's alkaline water. A lot of people think this is good. They sell it in stores. Real alkaline water is not meant to be bottled. This is done through a chemical process. I like to tell people you can actually take Red Bull and put this same chemical in it and make it alkaline. Does that make it good for you? Absolutely not. So they put in sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. So basically, we can make anything on the planet alkaline. It does not mean it's good for you. Here's some of the top celebrities and professionals in the world that are actually drinking this specific water. You probably recognize a bunch of these people on the screen here. And I just want to tell you, we have the ability to drink the same water. There's a reason that celebrities and top professionals drink this water, because they want the best for their bodies. And we have access to the exact same thing. So Kangen water, change your water, change your life. So there's 4 key components. First, it's detoxifying. It detoxifies the body. Second is it's antioxidizing. Think of a car. A car rusts. Our bodies are like a vehicle. They oxidize, they rust, they break down. Our joints hurt. Everything hurts. So we actually need to antioxidize. Third is the hydrating. This water will actually hydrate your body many, many times faster than typical water. It hydrates at a cellular level. And the next, it's alkalizing. So not alkaline, alkalizing. It alkalizes your body. Basically neutralizes your body, puts your body into a state that your body can now actually heal itself, because our bodies are designed to heal themselves. So Kangen water, change your life. These machines create fresh, hydrogen-rich water right in your kitchen. They're certified by the Japanese Medical Ministry of Health. They're packed full of molecular hydrogen, the smallest, most powerful antioxidant known to man. They're endorsed by thousands of doctors worldwide and used in many Japanese hospitals for the past 50 years. This water crosses the blood-brain barrier, meaning it hydrates and detoxes the body at a cellular level. It boosts the immune system. It improves cancer resistance and does not remove, these machines do not remove any vital minerals during the purification ionization process. These devices create 7 different types of water. So not just your drinking water, they replace your household cleaners and many other products, basically turning your home into a green home. Just want to talk a little bit about the water ionizer industry. First, actually, the global water market, bottled water market, is at $51.2 billion. The market will actually decrease 5.3%. I can't read that one. Can you flip back just to?
Sorry,
Oh, that's okay.
technical difficulties here.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I'll fill in for this slide. I just kind of tossed that one in here.
Sure.
One
Sounds
of the
good.
really cool things for you guys to look at for stats, especially if you're into business, is really looking at the CAGR. The bottled water industry is only growing at a rate of 5.3%. At this point, it's slowing down, but you can see the water ionizer industry is growing at an 8.3% every single year, which is crazy. I'm going to give you guys a couple more stats here, because if you're into business and you really want to get in front of trends, this is a trend you want to get in front of. I know a lot of people have heard of water ionizers in the past, but they're growing so rapidly right now. And here's the stats. Okay, so the water ionizer industry is currently a $2 billion a year industry that has reached 0.01% of the global market. Listen to that again. It's a $2 billion a year industry that's reached 0.01% of the global market. So if you're sitting here thinking this company is oversaturated, this opportunity is oversaturated, we're at 0.01%. Okay. The water ionizer industry is projected to grow significantly, with estimates suggesting around 4.5 to 5 billion by 2026. So we're in 2025. We're sitting at $2 billion. We're set to double this year, which is insane. Absolutely insane. You want a piece of this pie, you need to really take this opportunity seriously, because a lot of people are looking at water now as a core part of their health. Like Steve said, 70% of our bodies are made of water, not broccoli, not chicken, water. So Enagic is leading the industry with over 1 billion annually in revenue, consistently over the last 5 years, making up more than 50% of the industry's revenue. Okay, so what does that mean? That means we're dominating. There's no competition. There's no competition in the sense that Enagic is, these machines right here are the only medical certified water ionizers in the world. They're the only ones you would find in a hospital. They're the only ones doctors are endorsing. That's when there's studies being done on electrolyzed reduced water, which is the scientific term of the water. You know that the testing was done on a medical device, and the only medical device is Enagic. Steve, will you just take this one slide for 1 sec so I can take a sip of tea again? It's just the
Yeah.
FTC.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is just a FTC disclaimer. These results I'll be sharing with you are not typical. We can't guarantee you'll produce the same results or make any money at all. The average person should expect to spend the rest of their days watching Netflix, chilling, racking up bad debt, and making no money outside of the time they trade for it. You're not average, that's why you're here. However, the one important question you really must ask yourself in life is, do you want to be average and live an average life? And like I said, you're not watching Netflix, you're watching this presentation because you are not average.
If you guys can just take a second and let us know in the comments, do you want to be average or do you want to live a pretty epic life? I'm just pulling up the comments again here. My daughter's taking over my phone. Okay, so before we dive into this, since my daughter is here, with this little FTC disclaimer, my daughter has sold water machines. You want to give a little shout out to Charlie? She's 7 years old. She sold her first water machine when she was 6 years old. So if you're wondering if you can do it, 6-year-old can do it, right? With the right education of what the power is of these machines. She obviously didn't sell the machine online, leveraging AI and automation, but she's got I'm not gonna say a big mouth, but she talks a lot and she piques a lot of people's interest, and she's been able to sell a few of her own machines, which is really cool, because that's one of the really amazing things about this business is can be a family business that you can empower everyone in your family. So let's take a look at the compensation plan. So, oh, here we go again. The slide's not, why is it every time? Sorry, we're just gonna slide back here. Our last presentation too, we had some technical difficulties with this little pie here, but let's all just use our special imaginations here and just look at this little pie chart here. I wonder if we can click it. No, it's not doing it. Okay. This our compensation plan is an 8-point business model. So just imagine here a nice, bright, colorful pie chart with 8 pieces of a pie. Okay. Indicating 8 points that are paid out in commissions. So there we go. Hopefully you can get that visual. So one of the really cool things about this compensation plan and this business in particular is there's no stocking up on product or product inventory. You don't need to go and buy these machines and then hope to go and sell them. There's no monthly qualifications. You don't have to go and make 5, 10, 20 sales a month. There's no D-ranking. So as you go through the compensation plan and you move up within your ranks as a leader, you never go back, which is really amazing. There's no monthly auto ships. There's legacy income, which is incredible. Our daughter already has a legacy business position within our organization, and so does our son. So our kiddos are set up for life, which is amazing. And you can earn high ticket passive income. So let's just take a look at that. Okay, so hopefully this all shows up here. So direct sales. So if you guys have been inside of this group before, this is all stuff you've heard before, but here's the thing about the compensation plan that I've noticed, and I've even noticed through my own experience, is You could probably watch the compensation plan 50 times, but until you actually go through the comp plan and start earning the money, that's when you'll really start to understand it and how incredible it truly is. So the really cool thing about this business is every once in a while, not so much anymore, you get some people saying it sounds like a pyramid scheme. And that's just kind of being uneducated in the sense of direct sales. So really what this compensation plan looks like is it's a patented comp plan that is structured like a real estate broker to an agent with the intention that the agent develops into a broker of their own in the organization. So just to kind of further explain what that looks like. So to give you an example, I brought Steve into the business through an ad. He went through one of my ranks here. Okay, 6 points, you can see. I can't remember exactly when he came in, but he came into the business, and when he first came in, he was brand new. He was actually brand new to social media. He'd only had social media for about a week. So we worked really close with Steve to help him get results. And as he was making sales, for a period of time as we were working with him, we earned more of the commissions. Now, today, Steve earns all the commissions off of his sales. And that's what truly makes this compensation plan a mentorship compensation plan that really encourages people to not only help one another, but to really help your downlines get the results. That's why I love this business so much is it just really gives us that ability to be able to help them grow into a leader where they then can go in turn and help the next people get results as well, and just so on and so on, and just create a massive ripple effect. Steve, would you do me a favor and maybe take over the slide for a sec? I was gonna
Yeah,
mute.
for sure. I want to go back on the other one just for a minute because I,
Oh,
I really love the way this is built. It's like we're directly incentivized, right? We're not just bringing people on as partners and sitting back and earning income. We're incentivized to help them and to help them grow. And myself being from the construction industry and like the typical way of making money, it wasn't that way. No one was incentivized to help anyone. It was just kind of show up and do your work. So I really love the way this is structured, and I believe the whole world should be structured that way, and things would just go so much smoother. So I think this compensation plan is next to none, right? So our career path, first off, we have 6A. So that's 101 team sales, and we're actually going to get that's our first leadership position, and we're going to get a $3,000 US bonus, one-time bonus. Next is our 6A2. So now we've helped two partners essentially move up to the 6A leadership bonus, and we're going to get incentivized from the company, from Enagic, a one-time $6,000 American bonus just for helping these other two people basically come into a business, mentor them, coach them, and get them to the point where, you know what, they're running their businesses on their own. Then we get into the 6A2-2 where we're getting a 12,000 one-time bonus. And then the really, really exciting part is the 6A2-3. This is our first legacy rank. We're getting paid $5,000 US a month for the rest of our lives. For the rest of our lives, no matter what we're doing. And this is a legacy rank that can actually be passed down to your children. I believe it can go 2 generations, so your children's children are going to be set up for life. And you're also going to get a $25,000 one-time US bonus. Pretty incredible. And then we've got legacy ranks all the way up to $800,000 one-time bonus and $80,000 a month.
thanks.
Our direct mentor and upline, Balaj is 6A2-7 now.
Yeah, you bet. Yep.
So 6A2-7. So I personally had was actually personally met him down in Japan. I got to hang out with this guy, and he's making $40,000 a month. No matter what, if he does anything or not, he's got $40,000 a month in his bank account every single month. It's absolutely incredible. So people are hitting these ranks.
Yeah. What's really cool too is that's not his only position.
No.
The really cool thing about this about the compensation plan is you're allowed to have actually 6 business positions. It's different in each country, but in Canada, you're allowed to have 6 of them. So he actually has a 6A2-7, a 6A2-5, and
Yeah.
a couple of -5s and a couple dash. He's making almost $100,000 just in the bonus commissions a month, regardless of what goes on within his organization. There's a lot of money to be made. So just to give you guys a little bit of a visual of who this guy is. Balaj is actually from Coquitlam, British Columbia, not too far from where I'm from. I'm not going to go into all of this stuff here, but he's done a lot of really incredible things with this business, and he's been able to create a really amazing life. One of the things that I'm not going to read off all of these. I'm sure you guys can see them as you're looking at them. One of my favorite things is he was able to retire his mom. And now that he has a family, he's able to, live that life where he gets to be a yes dad and do all the things with his family every single day and just really live an incredible life because he set himself up for the future. One of our other direct upline, my direct upline, he's actually a 6A4-3. I should have updated this. Brody Nitro is the guy that really is the reason why we're all here, as well as Balaj. Balaj is my upline, or all of our uplines as well. But Brody is really the person who showed me the ins and outs of running social media ads. He is just such an incredible person with so much charisma and just comes from a really humble background, but saw the opportunity in this business to really change his life. And he's been able to create a massive impact for everyone that has come into this business, which you can see here some of the stuff that he's been able to do with this business, which is crazy. So let's dive into really here that 30K in 30 days. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of give you guys that overview of the different ways of starting with the business. And I can see here our beautiful slide with the nice pie charts not working again. Put all these time into these slides and then things just don't work. Okay, so there's 3 main ways of starting this business. Okay, there's no wrong way to start the business. The only wrong way is to not start the business. If you see the value in this, you get in however you can and you roll from there. In all honesty, that's the thing is you don't sit and wait on opportunities like this. Okay, so starting with a single product is the most traditional way of starting this business. So starting with a K8. Now, when you start with a K8, it's the rank of 1A. In your first 2 sales, you would earn $390, and then you move up to earning $780, then $1,170, $1,560, and so on. So to earn 30K would be 26 sales. So 26 sales. So just like the contrast of working 6 months at your job that you may not like, 1,000 hours away from your family, or 26 sales to 30K. Okay, I would pick pursuing 26 sales to make 30K than investing 6 more months of my life into a job. So here's the thing too, when you start with a K8, it still allows you to leverage all the other packages as well. So know that even if you start with a single product, you still can obviously sell a trifecta or a quad that we're going to show you guys here in a second. But this really cuts down the work that you put in when you start with a trifecta and you're selling trifectas. We're just giving the example. The clarity, because I know a lot of people ask, like, if I start with a K8 or I start with one product, can I only ever sell one product? No, you can sell all of the products. And we can give more clarification on that if we jump on a call with you, just to go with what the compensation plan really looks like. But starting with a trifecta puts you in a position where if you made 13 trifecta sales, you would make $30,000. Okay. And again, if you're brand new in here and this all looks a little bit confusing for you, we have way more in-depth training on the compensation plan, but really that's not the purpose of this event tonight. We really just want to show you guys the numbers of how quickly your life can change and kind of in that sense, and really what our 30K in 30 days really looks like for you guys. Okay. And then there's the quad. This has become our most popular package. You're earning $1,050 a point. And when you come in starting with a quad, you start earning 3 points. So if you sell a quad and you start with a quad, you earn $3,150 right away, which is a lot of money for a lot of people. That's more than some people make in a whole month after taxes, right? That's a lot of money. And there's a lot of people jumping on this business. So really, what does it take to make 30K when you start with a quad and you're selling quads? Okay, you guys? It only takes 7 sales. 7 sales. I used to be in a low ticket MLM business. And if I wanted to make $30,000, I probably would have had to make like 5,000 sales. I only would need to, for starting brand new from day one in this business, you only need to make 7 sales. And you might be thinking to yourself, like, I don't know how I would make those 7 sales. Well, we're going to show you how to do that with the 30K in 30 days. But what gets really cool about this is like 7 sales, like just imagine this for just a second. You can still work your job, and make these sales. And this is setting yourself up. But this is where it starts to get really cool as well. Is like you're not only benefiting off of your own sales. Every time you bring in a business partner, like we showed in the comp plan, this is truly a mentorship compensation plan where as you're bringing in people for a period of time, you are earning commissions off of their sales because you're investing into them. You're helping them along the way, along with our leadership and our mentorship within the Global Freedom Movement. So you bring somebody into your 1A position and you make $3,150 off of their sale, and then they bring somebody else in. Oh, sorry. You make another $3,150 and it goes 8 points down, which is just, it's incredible. And as you go through the compensation plan, you will get to a point where you only need to make 4 sales a month, quad sales a month, and you're earning $30,000. Just for a minute, just think for a minute. We just talked about to make $30,000 in a job where you're earning $30 an hour, you would have to work 6 months, 1,000 hours away from your family, being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, when to go to the washroom, when to eat your food, what to wear, if you have a dress code, all of those things, or 4 sales to make $30,000, aside from all the other things going on within your business, because by that point, you have other people making sales as well. This business is so life-changing. And I'm a product of it. Steve's a product of it. Many people on our team and within Enagic are a product of really what the potential of this business is. And it's so much more than just a business. It's a way to shield yourself from paying a ton in taxes. And it's a way to protect your entire family on a health aspect. Our kids have only ever had Kangen water. I was pregnant drinking Kangen water. My daughter's only had Kangen water. Charlie, what do you think of bottled water and tap water? What do you think of it?
Not good.
It's not good. She won't drink it. We have little baby water snobs because they've only had the really good stuff. They won't drink it. It smells bad. It tastes bad. And the thing is, until you've tried it, you don't know. And that's one of the really cool things as well, is you get all of this stuff. You get your health, you get the finances, and you get the tax cuts, which is really, really amazing. So our 30K in 30 days, we have the cheat sheet all ready to go for you guys. We have an incredible training platform with a ton of training to get you to making your first 6 figures online. It's an absolute walkthrough of what I did to make my first 6 figures online. But this cheat sheet is really an accelerated strategy to get you the results really, really fast. So who is this for? This is for the people that really want to commit over the next 30 days to transforming their lives and actually running for this 30K and making 7 sales, because it's absolutely achievable. We have people within Enagic that can do that in a day. Not to say that every single person will, but the thing is, in the long-term strategy of this business, it will change your life. The initial investment is nothing compared to the type of income that you can earn, the time that you can get back, and the health benefits that you may never have to experience the negative sides because of drinking this water. When somebody comes in with this cheat sheet or comes in with a 30K in 30 days, we are also, and you hit that 30,000 mark, you make your 7 sales, we're going to give you an additional $2,000 as well on top of that. So Just to recap here a little bit, I'm gonna go to the next slide here. I just gotta move my one thing out of the way. You have access to our automation. You have access to our training. We're gonna have our 30K in 30 days cheat sheet, but we're also gonna have our mentorship, leadership, working with you guys over time to help you achieve these results. The thing is, you need to commit to it. We have an exact walkthrough of what to do. It's a matter of putting your excuses, your fears, and all of these things to the side and really committing to creating a better future for yourself and your family. And the thing is, in 30 days, your life could be completely different. If you're sitting here right now stressing about money, stressing about the future, stressing like what tomorrow looks like or going to your job tomorrow, know that if you commit to 30 days, and the thing is, maybe you don't hit the 30K, maybe you make 10K, maybe you make 5K, maybe you make 20K. The point is you've now have created another stream of income. You've learned a skill set that is the most profitable skill set in the world. And you've started to build something that will be able to be passed down to your kids if you continue building it, which is incredible. We're gonna go on to the next slides here in just one second. Steve, do you want to just touch on one thing real quick while I take another sip of water?
Yeah, for sure. Like everything we're offering here still blows my mind because like when I got started 3 years ago, we didn't have this. We didn't have the cheat sheet. We didn't have the 30K in 30 days. We didn't have the extra $2,000 cash incentive. So I'm like, man, like we are giving it all here, guys. Like there's so much value. It blows my mind, right? Like this is the time. This right here can completely change your life. 30 days from now, your life can be whatever you want it to be, right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna jump over to one slide here. Not this one. We're gonna talk about the zero down financing in just one second. I didn't quite organize them the slides the way I wanted to. You guys, we have such an amazing cash incentive going on with Enagic directly right now. Something we've never seen with Enagic before. Enagic has never been the type of company to ever do like a discount or cashbacks or anything like that. They just had their 50th anniversary last year, and they've really embraced really just celebrating bringing in new people into the company. And for January, they decided to do a $2,000 cashback incentive when you make 3 direct sales. Now, what does that mean? A quad is 4 products, purchasing 1 off of your sponsor that would bring you into the business and 3 products off of yourself. That gives you that $2,000 bonus cashback, but also $1,050 off of commissions. So $3,000 in the business. Okay. I just want to give you guys some context around this. Now, like I said, the 30K in 30 days, we don't care how you guys start. It can be a quad, it could be a trifecta, or it could be a K8, wherever you can get in to start this business. Everyone has a fair shot at going fully committing to this. We're going to invest the exact same amount of time with you, whether you start with a single product or start with a quad. Obviously, if you're able to start with a quad, it's going to obviously make it a lot easier. You only need 7 sales to get there. But that's the really incredible thing is that this bonus right now allows you, if you're in Canada and you have the ability to finance, it gives you the ability to get into this business for, I think it's 8 months, 7 to 8 months with 0 money out of pocket, access to these products, access to the machines, access to the business, our training, the 30K in 30 days, access to all the things that are going to change your life and the tax benefits. It's all 100% tax write-off. So I'm just going to jump back to here because a lot of people are like, I want to do this. I don't have the money. I didn't have the money starting out. I know Steve didn't have the money. I'd say 90% of the people that start this business don't have the money. And that's really where the motivation comes in from. Some people will use that I don't have money as their excuse to not start. The people that really want it though, use it as their reason why they must do this business. So we have financing options in almost every country. Our main countries, United States, Canada, and Australia is where the bulk of our community is from. Starting with a K8 in the United States, you can finance for about $80 a month, a trifecta, $140 a month, a quad, about $180 a month, which is crazy. In Canada, we don't have the same amazing options as in the United States, but we still have amazing options to get started with zero money out of pocket. Where you can finance a K8 for about $150 a month, a trifecta for $270 a month, and a quad for about $385 a month. Like I said, and when you start with a quad and you get that $3,000 cash back, that puts you in the business if you're in Canada for almost 8 months. If you're in the United States, it's 18 months. Can you imagine how many sales, how much growth, how much your life could change in 18 months with none of your own money ever out of pocket? And you get access to these products for a year and a half with no money out of pocket. Obviously, you're going to keep them. They're yours forever. And then we have the options in Australia, $170 a month for a K8, trifectas $280, and a quads $385. So that's one of the really amazing things about this business is you can start for zero money out of pocket. We don't charge for our training. We genuinely believe that Enagic sorry, one sec. One day this cold will go away if I stop talking so much. I lost my train of thought. What was I just saying, Steve? Oh my gosh, I threw myself off here.
Just the benefits of being able to get this this financing and $0 out of pocket, right?
Yeah, it's something that if you know this business can change your life, these products can change your life, it's a no-brainer to be able to start in this business with this cashback offer that we have right now. If this was available and when I was starting, we would take it in a heartbeat. If you've been considering this business and you've been sitting on the fence, this is that moment to not only get a bunch of money back just for starting, but to start with so much momentum with the 30K in 30 days that in a year from now, the two things are going to happen. In a year from now, you're going to be either kicking yourself, wishing you had started, or you're going to be laughing. Maybe you'll be quitting your job. Maybe you've already quit your job. Maybe you get to go and travel the world and go on extra vacations. You're maybe looking at your tax return and you're like, wow, this was the best investment of my life. But the thing is, you have to take action. So again, just a recap here, starting with a K8, if you say you're only selling just the K8s, it's about 26 sales. Again, if you start with a K8, doesn't mean you can't sell a trifecta or a quad. You absolutely can. We're just kind of giving the averages of how you start and if you were to sell the exact same thing. Trifecta, and you sold all trifectas, 13 trifectas. If you start with a quad and you get that extra $3,000 cash back, it's 7 quads to $30,000, which is crazy. My kid has my phone. I can't see the comments. So what can you do to move forward? Steve, will you read some of these out? I'm going to mute this for one quick sec.
Yeah, you bet. So how to move forwards here? Connect back with the person who invited you to this presentation. Definitely set up a call to go over the different financing options, including the zero down, which we've just shown you guys. We can go into some more detail with that. Access the full step-by-step training course. And then join our 30K in 30 days challenge, earn up to 30K plus the $2,000 tax or $2,000 incentive back. And say goodbye to struggle and hello to a life of unlimited possibilities.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself there. Okay, so like Steve said, get back to the person who got you into this group. If you don't know who got you into the group, reach out to myself or Steve. We can find out who got you in and help you taking the next steps forward. We're going to be working really closely with the people that take part. We work closely with our whole team, just a disclaimer. We're going to be working extra close, regardless if you're our direct or indirect or whatever, with you guys with this 30K in 30 days. I've cleared off my schedule for February to work really closely with the people that are taking this advantage. We are limiting this to 6 people. Okay. We thought about keeping it open to a bunch of people to do this 30K in 30 days, but for the amount of time that we really want to invest in helping people that are going 100% with this challenge, six I believe is the limit. That gives us more than enough time to really help you guys set up the foundational stuff and really start making some big moves and making sales and and transforming your life and just giving you that extra support you need to assure that you can get there. So 6 people. And here's the thing. This challenge starts February 1st. So the cutoff to getting started is January 31st. There's no exceptions. You need to decide, is this the right time for you now? If you're planning on starting with a quad in this business and you can get started, this is your time. Get that extra $3,000 back. Give yourself that little extra wiggle room. Even when you start with a quad beyond this, say for any reason you can't get started before January 31st, you still get cash back. Let me see if I can scroll over here so I know the numbers off the top of my head. When you start with a K8, you don't get any cash back. That's just a single product. A trifecta, you end up purchasing 2 products off of yourself. So you get about $440 back, depending which country you're in. Canada is $440 Canadian. That puts you in, depending who you're financing through, but about 2 months in the business with no money out of pocket. And when you start with a quad, I think that gives you, what, 3 months in the business, no money out of pocket. Why not get that extra $3,000 cash back? Why not make your February 2025 the year that you did things differently and you gave yourself permission to live a life for you and your family that is going to allow you to just do all the things that you've always wanted to do. The thing is, you don't know on the time that you're missing out on until you actually say yes to something and you start to live that life. If I didn't say yes to this business, I wouldn't get to spend every single day with my kids. I wouldn't get to homeschool them. I wouldn't be living in Cabo San Lucas. I'd be working at a job, probably drinking every single night because I hated my life. And that's the reality, because that's what my life looked like before. Steve, what would
Yeah.
your life look like if you didn't do this business?
Yeah, very similar. I'd be working 6, 7 days a week, and I would be drinking every night as well, and just wondering when it was going to end. So, reality is a lot different now, and I'm excited to wake up every day, and I'm just grateful for myself that I said yes, because I looked at what I was currently doing and asked myself if, what I'm currently doing, is it going to get me to where I want to be? If not, then I need to do something different. And I did. And you know what? We all have that ability. So you know what? Just invest in yourself and put every ounce of energy into it, and your life can be completely different. I'm telling you. If a construction guy like me that was building houses on tools, no social media, can do it, you can do it.
Absolutely. I love it. And I got a cough. Now instead we're drinking Kangen water or tea every night because
Absolutely.
we don't need it. Awesome. Okay, so you guys, this is something you need to take fast action on. You need to reach out. You need to get a call booked. Like I said, the end of the month is only in a couple days. My kids clicking the heart buttons. Thanks for the support, Charlie. Let's all give Charlie a big shout out again. She really helped get this live event on time. She was my little, aw, you're the cutest.
Yay, Charlie.
My
Such a
little
such a
assistant
little legend.
that kept me on time to get here at the right time and got everything lined up for me. She is amazing, and she is my inspiration for this business. Honestly, if you have kids, go take a look at them, and they see the things that you do. They see the things that you do a lot more than the things that you say. And if there's anything that really that makes me love this business anymore, is the fact that my daughter gets to see us do this and see us chase our dreams, because I know she's going to chase hers because she's seen mom and dad do it. And that's honestly, it's priceless. If I had to go back and do it all over again and go through all the struggles, I would in a heartbeat, knowing that today I would be sitting here living this really amazing life. So reach out, let's get you going. Let's get you 30K in 30 days. The cheat sheet's here. If you get started tonight, you get started tomorrow, you're going to get access to the cheat sheet. Even though it starts February 1st, we're going to give you a few days extra to get started and start cranking this business, start building it, start making sales, start talking to people, giving you all of those tools to absolutely transform you and your family's lives. I think that's it. Anything else you want to say, Steve?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. One thing I do tell people when I'm talking to them about this business and they're, you know what, they're humming and hawing and weighing out their options is like the worst, absolute worst case scenario is you sit on the couch, you do nothing, but the government pays for all these amazing, incredible products that will change your life for the rest of your life, your children, your family, anyone you care about. That is the absolute worst case scenario. So I'm like, that is about the best worst case scenario I've ever come across, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So again, this is only available for 6 people, so we can work really closely. So if this is something you know you want to do, let us know you're locking it in a spot. Um, I'm really excited. This 2025 is our year of so much massive momentum to help the new people coming in and our existing members really create some massive shifts that are going to get them to where they want to be in life and just create this massive ripple effect. We have so much momentum going right now, and we want you to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, you guys enjoy your night, and I look forward to hearing the people that are going to take action and ready to change their lives. Charlie, you want to say anything?
No.
No.
Good job, Charlie. See you,
You're
Andrew.
amazing.
Great job.
See you guys.
See you guys.